Thinking about buying a franchise? Don't go it alone. Just like a buyer's agent in real estate, you deserve someone who's on your side every step of the way. That's where Todd Abraham, the franchise guy, comes in. Todd's consulting services are completely free to anyone looking to buy a franchise. He'll represent your interest, make sure all your questions are answered, and walk you through the entire buying process. With Todd in your corner, you'll have the best chance for success from your first call to the day you hold the keys to your new business. So before you buy a franchise, talk to someone who knows the industry inside and out and works for you. Call Todd Abraham, the franchise guy, today at 423-381-0925 for a free, no-pressure consultation. That's 423-381-0925. Your future in franchising starts here. Here we are again on the Franchise Marketing Systems Client Spotlight Podcast. My name is Todd Abraham, and today we are here with the lovely and talented Jolita. And I told her right before we started, I said, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name. She said, just use brilliant. So I said, brilliant sounds good to me. She has got a unique franchise offering here, which I told her, I said, I am going to let you explain to all the listeners all about your franchise, what would inspire someone to buy a franchise with your company. And then, of course, what are the joys and the benefits of being a franchisee in your business. So without any further ado, Jolita, introduce yourself, give us a little bit of background about yourself, and then what inspired you to start your franchise. And then we'll talk about what is your franchise and the things that are necessary for someone to buy and get involved. So welcome.
Thank you for having me. Congratulations on partnering up with FMS. They're a great company to work with.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so our corporate Brilliant Massage and Skin offices are from Vermont. They're located in Burlington and South Burlington. I am originally from Lithuania myself. And I started that business because I was passionate about wellness always. And then I got into massage school thinking it will be like a part-time thing, but I saw the demand. I saw how helpful it is to people. So I decided to make it a full-time business. And then later on, a couple years ago, I was brainstorming, how do we grow? Vermont is a very rural state, so I realized we need to go outside. So last year, I discovered franchising business model that it could be a good option for us. So this year, we got our franchise disclosure document, all the paperwork done, and we're ready to offer this opportunity because I also realized we had some employees that wanted to start their own spa or their own massage and skincare business, but they have not been successful. I've seen people fail, try to do it on their own because it takes a lot of trial and error if you never done business before, if you don't know marketing well or hiring. So with the franchise, I want to help other people that are passionate about massage and skincare and waxing and wellness to be able to own a spa and successful business the way we do. So I'm opening up our playbook and we will train and support and hold people's hand. We'll try to make them as successful as they could be, hopefully, with our help.
That's great. So what all different services will they be offering when they buy a franchise with you?
So our bread and butter is massage therapy. We offer a wide variety of massage therapy services. Then also skincare, facials, chemical peels, hydrofacial is another big ticket item, and waxing as well. We also do teeth whitening and lamp probe, which is a smaller add-on services, but the majority, our focus is offering massage therapy for individuals and couples and skincare and waxing.
That's great. And so when somebody buys a franchise with you, do they need to already be trained on how to do all the different things, or will they be okay if they're just really good at, say, massage therapy, and then you can teach them the other skills that they need?
Actually, they do not need to be licensed themselves at all. The model that we have with multiple disciplines like massage therapy and aesthetics, or cosmetology, those are licenses that are required for usually the services that we offer. They will hire those professionals, so they will be a manager, operator, and or they could even outsource that role eventually. And this is possible to do even while holding another job. So this is, but we do want them to be hands-on operator. This is not a passive investor. But they do not have to be day-to-day massaging people. They do not have to have license, giving facials to people to own this franchise. And they will have multiple streams of income with all these different services. So that's one benefit. And they can hire different type of professionals.
Well, that's great. So, but if they are already, say, licensed to do massage therapy, that'd be a huge advantage, right?
It would be. It would be very helpful to have that experience and industry knowledge already, and that would be ideal candidate for us to work
Right.
with.
So what kind of revenue can they look to generate in, say, their first year? Do you have any idea, like, what kind of revenue?
So that's something on financials I would legally disclose once we sign a non-disclosure agreement, which is in our FTD or our financials. I can disclose how much our locations, how they are performing, the profit and loss statement, how much we spend on, marketing or on supplies, different things like that. For legal purposes, I know I'm not supposed to be sharing, this is how much money you're going to make, because there's
Right.
no guarantee.
Right. So my question more is like, what is the average massage, say, at your salon? What does that typically cost, say, a couple who comes in for a massage? That's more the numbers I was trying to get at.
Yes, sure. So it is about, in our region, it's about $120 per ticket item. Let's say an hour massage plus tip. And so the revenue will depend on how many treatment rooms they have. And we would like them to have 5 to 10 treatment rooms, and they would be open 7 days a week. They don't have to be there because there will be other people doing those services 7 days a week. But that's how they can predict and calculate, okay, if I have this many rooms, this many therapists, they're doing this many massages a day, then they can predict their revenue. And there's also monthly memberships and packages that we have that we will share with them and train them how to sell those as well.
That's great because, like, it's been so long since I had a massage. That's why I was curious, what the average price, say, at your salon would be, because most business entrepreneurs, they're pretty good at doing the math to figure, well, like you just said, well, if I've got 5 treatment rooms and I've got, 10 clients a day in each of those 5, it's easy for them to do the math. Now, when they buy a franchise with you, I know you talked a little bit about the support that they will get. So can you share with us just a little more detail? Like, will there be, you'll be helping them with marketing and, different ways to build their business as far as bringing in new clients?
Yes, we will help them with lead generation. We have our own corporate Facebook and Google ads person and company that we use, which we trust. So we will open up the opportunity for them to work with this company as well. They will be having their own ads budget, from their own income that they will be utilizing to get those leads. But we will have the graphics. We will have all the blueprints that we use. We will share with them, so that way their success, they don't have to do guessing work. How do I do these ads, or how do I generate leads? And we will show our system how to generate reviews, how to have good customer experience, customer flow. That's the benefit of buying into a good system that's already created.
That's great. So now, how many years has your salon been in business? And that is a great point, is like, because one of my good friends, he's a master franchise consultant, and I had asked him that question. Well, if somebody were to take the money that they were going to use to buy into your franchise and just do it themselves, I said, what is the advantage? And that was one of the points he brought out. Was, he said, because everything is already systematically set up, so they will be able to get to their income goals in 2 to 3 years faster than if they were trying to go and to do it all themselves. So,
Yes.
How many years has your company been in business and all that good stuff?
Yeah, so the company officially, I started LLC as an individual professionally in 2017, and then started slowly hiring on people, learning, figure out best ways to operate, had ups and downs, went through the COVID, had some good times, some crazy times. So we're pretty seasoned, 7 years. It's more than most businesses in U.S. Actually, a lot of businesses, very small, only 35% of businesses survive past 10 years, I believe. And we already at 7 mark. And I believe only, I would have to look more statistics, but that's not a very, happy statistic there. But even past 5 years, less people survive. I believe it's like less than 50%. But with the franchise, success rate is higher with the franchises. So because we already survived, we already created, we have that strong, validated system, blueprint, the way we do things, the way we acquire and retain customers, the way we hire and retain employees. That's is a benefit to save time and money. So we would save our franchisees. Time is the most precious, most expensive thing in the world, because it would take them why would they, if I was starting out, I would buy into franchise than starting my own business now looking back, but I didn't know any better back then, and I didn't even know I could finance it. I looked into it, but I thought, well, I don't have that money, but nobody told me I could finance that back then. So it would have saved me so much time. But now that's why we are offering and trying to educate people on how to do things better.
Well, that's great. So you've definitely had nearly 7 years to fine tune all the systems and get everything in place. So what are you passionate about as far as when franchisees begin to buy into your business? Just not so much about the money or anything else, but just talk about why you're passionate about this type of business and how that will help your franchisees who invest.
Well, our mission is to spread wellness message. I believe everyone should be able to get a massage and skincare treatment once a month. And that's why we have memberships and packages, or even bi-weekly, because it's pain relief without medication, without side effects, massage therapy. And I'm really passionate about natural alternative health. And I think we need more establishments out there and quality establishments out there. And that's why I'm very passionate to help people open them, these establishments, with us Brilliant Massage and Skin, a system that is not going to fail. And just to serve more people, deliver more pain relief, relaxation.
I guess this will be kind of punny, but it is a brilliant name.
Oh, thank you.
So now, as far as once they sign on, they become a franchisee. They've got their location in place. So will you provide on-site training? How's the initial training process going to go for them?
Yes, so we will have initial training, but we will also have ongoing training and support, because just training someone once, like, it's not enough in my opinion, because things come up on a day-to-day basis, daily operations that people have. Well, how do I do this? I read in the manual, but can someone explain me more? So we'll be available. I will personally train, especially the first 10 to 20 franchisees. And that's the benefit getting into emerging franchisor system early, because they will get personal relationship and support from the founder, which is myself. As the bigger brands grow, they hire support people, but it's not the same as the founder, not necessarily always. Sometimes it can be better or worse, we don't know. But, you will get direct support from me. They can pick up the phone and call me if they need anything. I'll do my best to help them. And we will have Zoom calls as well, scheduled calls, ongoing support. And I'll visit their location to help them. And they can come to our corporate location to see how we do things anytime. So we will have as much support as they need. And training.
Okay, great. So your location is in more of you said, if I heard you correctly, like rural areas. So you feel like perhaps somebody who purchases a franchise in a bigger area could really do even better than what you do at your local salons?
Yes. Even though we're doing very well, our profit margins are really healthy, really nice. I think in regions that are bigger, they might have a little more competition, but in general, people with more population do better, even because then perhaps they'll have to do less marketing, and when there's less tourists. The thing is, we're not just rural, we're also fairly tourist heavy. But we still have, enough local clientele, but people that have even more local clientele, they'll have even more memberships sold. So I want them to surpass us in success. I want to see them
Right.
to surpass us. Yes.
That's great. So now let's just talk about because obviously when you're talking about massages and salons, obviously the more professional that they look as far as the atmosphere goes, that obviously helps the business. So obviously that's something you've put a lot of time and effort into. So when they get their salons open or what have you, is that one of the things going to set them apart from the competition?
So we train how to sanitize, how to clean, how to properly prepare tools and all equipment. Cleanliness, I think, is one of the most important things in presentation. No clutter, and we will help them with build out, preparing the location to open. We'll help them with design, construction. I have also real estate experience. I am also a real estate investor myself. I've done quite a few renovations before, and then we also have a team of people that we can send out to help them. So presentation and build out, even though we don't require expensive build out, that's another benefit working with us. Then some of the older brands, they have pretty extensive build outs. They even required to build buildings from scratch, which could be really costly.
That's great. So it sounds to me like you've got everything worked out as far as when somebody comes on board, facility, appearance, methods, systems in place. So as we wrap this up, tell us about like what's your goals? You said you'd like to see this company grow, obviously, to like all franchisors. But it's not just for the sake of the money. It's for the sake of, like you said, making it so that people can, everybody should be able to get that massage once a month for their own personal health. So just talk about your vision as far as the next 5 years with the company and where you'd like to see. How many franchises would you like to see?
We would like to see first in New England area to open some, and then we can go down the East Coast, and then we'll see what happens from there. But that's the next 5-year plan. So primarily right now we're looking for franchisees in Massachusetts area, potentially New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and New Jersey, and then we'll go all down the East Coast. But that is the plan, and like you said, our goal is to deliver those quality services, quality customer experience, and a quality place for massage and estheticians to work at, because we're also very big at treating our employees very well and paying them well. And the way we have our system set up allows us to do that, because we have a special way how we handle the customer flow. We have virtual receptionists versus in person. So there is a way for us to increase margin for our therapists.
That's awesome. So the franchise, the business is called Brilliant Massage and Skin, and we're talking with Jolita, who is the founder of this awesome franchise today. And in the description, in the podcast, we will link both to the primary website and then also to the franchise opportunity site, so folks can, I believe they can download a brochure right there. And just see all the different requirements and the different facets of what they will need to become a franchisee. And we really appreciate your time. In closing, if you want to give your contact information for anybody who would like to call you or and ask you more questions about this amazing franchise.
Yeah, so please visit our website, www.jolitabrilliant.com, which is actually a J, jolitabrilliant.com/franchise. And you can see the link that Todd will post here below. Or just Google Brilliant Massage and Skin will come up. And then you can go to the franchise offering page. I'm also planning to do free webinars. So you can get in touch. We'll put you on our free list. I will be answering questions about spa business for people that want to start business versus buying into franchise. So I might be doing live Q&A videos. So you can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm Jolita Brilliant Sakmanaide on there. So if any questions, send me a message or an email. We can jump on the phone as well. Happy to if anyone's have interest in this, can't wait to talk to you.
Sounds good. Well, listen, we really appreciate your time. And again, it's Brilliant Massage and Skin is the name of the franchise. And just kind of really getting launched here. And just thank you so much for your time, and God bless you. And let's hope and pray that you get you some new franchisees soon and we'll get this thing off the ground.
Thank you. Have a brilliant and a blessed day.
You too. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.